Okay, so I will just start. Yeah. So this is more of an explanation to you so that you know how to share. But I know a lot of you are very expert already because you just show your live blood result, which is very good. Yeah. And I think the Bulacan team and the whole team here can do very well. Yeah. If you already have the awareness and know about this important of this cardiovascular health. Yeah. So the first slide actually, but of course, I think before I start, I think depends of your client, whether they already have a health awareness, they already have a cardiovascular problem or concern, you can directly go into sharing the product. Or sometimes I share this whole thing is because maybe the person do not have a concern, do not have the awareness first. So normally I will start to share about the risk, okay? And after the risk only, I let the person to have the awareness, then only I start to talk about the product, and after the product, I talk about the testimony, and then I talk about the consumption method, and then I do a closing. Okay, so it's a flexible, depends on you. Okay, you don't really need to go through everything, but I just want to explain to you the whole flow. Okay, so first slide I talk about the statistic. Of course, I don't need to read everything. The key thing here is in the red color. I just want to tell them, yes, I know COVID-19 is serious, but actually, do you know, to create curiosity, do you know last year alone in the whole world, heart disease alone can kill 18 times more people compared to COVID-19 virus? So to raise the awareness, I only read this, okay? And then I very quick, I go to next slide already. And you just need to read here. Do you know the heart disease and stroke are the top 2 cause of death in Philippines? So you also just share this one only. You don't need to go into the details here, okay? Yeah. And next, I share also to raise the awareness. Do you know every 1 in 2 Filipinos have high cholesterol problem, and every 1 in 4 Filipino has high blood pressure problem? So this is also raising the awareness. Okay. But let's say, okay, now I go to next page. Let's say this is in case the person say, no, I don't have any high cholesterol, I don't have any high blood pressure problem. So we just share with them, even that there is also other symptoms that you can check yourself, to see that whether our blood circulation really function well, because these are the signals our body start to telling us that there is a signal of a poor blood circulation. So we can read one by one to the customer. You can ask, or you can chit chat, do you always have this symptom like forgetful? For example, last time you can remember where you place your key. Now when you go out, you cannot remember whether you lock your house or not, or you cannot remember what do you eat yesterday, something like that. Yeah. So although whether you have headache, migraine problem, dizzy, you losing your balance. Losing your balance meaning sometimes, when elder people or people who have poor blood circulation, when they walk, sometimes they easily to fall down, or unsteadiness when they want to climb up the staircase. This is also some symptom. Okay. Or the more common one are the one in red color, like the chest pain, or it's also a indication like before any heart attack. Or irregular heartbeat, meaning sometimes the heartbeat is fast, sometimes the heartbeat is slow. Or breathless, meaning last time maybe you can walk 2 hours no problem, now maybe you just walk a while to your neighbor house, you feel like not enough breath already. Okay. Or always feeling sleepy even though you have enough sleep. Yeah, this is also because of poor blood circulation. Or varicose vein problems, cold feet and hand, because our hand and our leg is the furthest from our heart. So if our hand and feet get cold easily, meaning that your blood flow, is not really reaching your hand and your feet. Yeah. So this is also one of the symptoms. Or numbness. This numbness, most of the time you can observe maybe in the middle of the night when you wake up, or in the early morning you wake up, maybe, part of the body, the shoulder or the arm or the leg, you feel numb. This is also showing poor blood circulation. Or water retention problem, or erectile dysfunction, or infertility problems. So this is just to, when you read one by one, if your customer you know, they have one or two problems, they actually will tell you, yeah, I have this problem. Sometimes I feel numbness when I wake up in the morning. Okay, then you know already the person actually has this problem. You can emphasize on this later on, because all these are actually signal telling us maybe our brain, our heart, our liver, kidney, or our hand, feet, or our reproductive organs has started to have poor blood circulation. So this one, and I just want to highlight, you know, the seriousness of a sudden health death if we do not take care of our heart. Because if we are diagnosed with any other disease or even like cancer, we can still send for treatment. But if there is sudden heart attack, seriously, there's no time to cure. We see so many in the news. Even the sports person, they can have sudden cardiac arrest and then just die on the sports field. We see many, even I have friends, the father just drive, you know, and have a sudden heart attack, then just lost conscious and just die on the spot. So of course we do not want that happen. So we just want to highlight prevention is always better than cure, because we only have one heart. Yeah. And this one, just to also tell them that, do you know our blood vessel is very, very long? Okay, so we don't need to go into details. Just tell them that our blood vessel is very long. It can round the whole earth for 2.5 times. But imagine now it's all inside our body. Yeah, and it's a highway of life to transfer everything. So definitely, you know, just like the traffic in Manila, it will be blocked. It will be traffic everywhere in the small road, you know. Yeah. And then I just to show them, you see, this is the blockage only in one particular blood vessel only. This is amount of plaque. Plaque meaning it's like the fatty deposit or blockage or anything, yeah, that is a block inside the blood vessel. Imagine this is the blockage in one blood vessel only, and what happened to the rest of the blood vessel? They are still blocked. So we really need to take care. Okay, so all these are actually still telling about the risk. Yeah, so you can go quite fast. Yeah. And then this one also, just to tell them, and you just need to read this one, so to tell them that, do you know our heartbeat about 100 over times every single day? You know, the heart is like a fist size. Every day is pumping more than 100,000 times. Can you imagine? And let's say we are now already 40s or 50s, you know, the heart has been pumping for 100,000 times every day for 40 years and never get a time to rest. Of course, it cannot rest, because it rests already, our life will be end. Yeah. So, and this one, okay, just a quick comparison, just to tell them, example only. Okay, you know, our heart in the human is just like an engine in the car. For engine, you still send for maintenance and treatment, you know, maybe every 5,000 to 1,000 kilometers, or and it can last about 10 to 20 years, and maybe you spend money to do maintenance, because if break down, the replacement is expensive. But what happened to the heart? For the past 40 years, you know, it has been pumping 100,000 times every single day. So have you really start to take care, or have you really think of how to maintain your heart? Yeah. And the lifespan, of course, we want it to last longer, because if there's any breakdown, you know, it can end up a bypass surgery or a sudden death, which we do not want to see. We do not want our parents to end up this. Okay, done. Okay, then I start to talk about the solution, the general solution in the market. Okay, so don't worry if some of you, you know, you are not too clear about what surgery. Just to tell them roughly, you know, the general solution. Normally, doctor will give first the drugs. Okay, then for drugs, we talk about side effect, because, for example, if a man or woman start to have high blood pressure at the age of 30, 40, you know, when the doctor prescribe the drug, actually it's for lifetime already. For the next 20, 30 years, you have to continue to take the high blood pressure drug until you die. Yeah, this is a fact. Yeah. So for drugs, and definitely there will be side effect, because I've seen many, you know, when they take the drug long term, maybe like they have coughing, or they have gastric problem, or they have dizzy, they will have all sort of the side effect, which is not good for our body. Yeah. And number two, angioplasty surgery. Okay, so angioplasty surgery, in a simple way to explain, is when the blockage in the blood vessel is like more serious, maybe like 80-90% blockage. Also, doctor will recommend to put in this metal stand. Actually, the purpose is to expand the blood vessel. It's like make the road to become wider, so that the blood can flow, because now the blood vessel is blocked. It's like the road becomes very narrow already. So it's like expanding the road. Okay. So, but what is the problem? Okay, yes, it can help that particular blood vessel. The problem here is when you have a block, it's definitely not just one blood vessel, believe me, because of the lifestyle, everything. Definitely, there is many other blockage in other blood vessel. So what happened to the other blood vessel that is still blocked? You can ask the customer, even he did angioplasty before. You cannot be every year go back to do the put in this stent for your all other blood vessel, right? There will be risk, and of course, it's very costly. Yeah. So we are not telling the person not to do surgery, but we're just telling them the risk. You know what happened to the other blood vessel? Okay. Okay. The next one, okay, is bypass surgery. Okay. So of course, this is a major surgery because it's the main blood vessel that going to the heart is blocked already, and even this one cannot help. So the doctor need to do a bypass. He need to cut one section of the blood vessel from our calf muscle, the leg there, to actually do a bypass at the heart area. It's like building a bridge, you know, building a new road so that the blood can have a better flow. So this is even a bigger surgery compared to angio, because they need to do cut over your heart to really do the surgery. Is a very high risk. And if the person already, you know, 60, 70 and above, normally they don't want to go through this high risk surgery, because even doctor, they do not have 100% that the surgery will be successful. Okay, so after we talk about this, then we all share. That's why I'm very blessed, you know, to share with you. We have this latest solution that just launched in Philippines last year, which is a natural solution, no drugs, no surgery, no risk involved. So this LxYang, okay, just to tell them, okay. And if you want to add on, you can mention that it's from Malaysia since 2007, and we keep upgrading the formula. So this is the 4th generation upgraded that we bring into Philippines. So next slide, we talk about the key ingredient name only. We don't go into detail. Just to tell them here, okay, this is first in Asia, a triple action blood flow solution. Okay, there is 3 ingredients: nitric oxide, tomato aqueous extract, and curcumin. Okay, then we go to next, because we will explain the ingredient in different slides. Okay, so first, nitric oxide. So the key point, we just tell them our body actually all has nitric oxide. However, you know, when we age, we lose 85% of our ability to make nitric oxide. So our nitric oxide become less and less. So what does it mean in this graph? Meaning that, you know, this is our blood vessel. When we are at 20s, it's very clear, very nice, no blockage. But when we are 30, 40, 50, 60, they start to have the fatty deposit, all the plaque formation. So the blood vessel there become thickened. The blood vessel become more narrow, meaning that your blood flow your heart has to pump harder and harder for the blood to go through. Okay, so that's why we need to have additional consumption of nitric oxide to help this condition. If not, you know, definitely it will be thickened and thickened. Then when there is time we need to see doctor, the blockage will be here, there, everywhere. Okay, so this is also second slide, also just to tell them what is the effect of nitric oxide. It helps to dilate blood vessel. It helps to maintain flexibility of blood vessel. It helps to inhibit the blood vessel from hardening and slow down the blood build out. So in simple word, it just means that a healthy blood vessel is like this. When it's not healthy, is the thickening is like this. So when we drink nitric oxide, it can dissolve all this and make this become clear again, so that, you know, the blood flow, you know, there's no more traffic, the car can go smoothly. It's like the blood flow can go better. Okay, that's all about nitric oxide part. Okay, so now I go into second ingredient. So second ingredient, you share about patented curcumin extract. Okay, why? So this is also for your info. If your customer is already taking some other competitor product, include the nitric oxide. Sometimes, you know, the only ingredient is nitric oxide, and maybe it's not really effective, just one single ingredient. So that's why, to be more effective and more competitive, we added in this award-winning and patented curcumin extract. So this has a synergistic effect to increase nitric oxide production by another 40%, meaning it's more powerful now. It's like turbo power, because together with nitric oxide, it adds another 40%. Yeah, more production. So it's more effective. Okay. That's all. And next page, we talk about curcumin extract. We just read this one, can reduce total cholesterol by 19.3%. And all this is backed up by clinical study. Okay, done. Okay, now I talk about third ingredient. So third ingredient is the award-winning and patented tomato aqueous extract. Okay, so I just read this one. It helps to prevent your abnormal platelet aggregation and contribute to better blood flow. So in the next picture, I will show them, because if our platelet is spiky, it's not healthy, it will start to block the blood vessel blood flow. It will form a thrombosis and it will cause a blood clot. So when we have this tomato aqueous extract, it helps to make the platelet become smooth and healthy again. So the blood flow, it will be smooth. Okay, done. So, and again, just to highlight to them, you know, you don't need to read every single thing, just to highlight to them, it's a triple action formula, 3 in 1, that is very complete to help from the blood cholesterol, to clear the plaque formation and to smooth the blood platelet. Okay, done. And the recommended consumption, of course, depends on the condition and maybe the budget. If the person can, it's better to drink 1 sachet in the morning and in the evening, or if not, at least it's good to have 1 sachet per day for a 4 months of treatment cycle. So why 4 months? Because the life cycle of our red blood cell is 120 days. So it's good to at least drink a 4 months so you can see a thorough effect. Okay, next then we start to share testimony. So of course the testimony, some of them a lot of words, you just read the one that I highlighted to tell the key point. Okay, so for example, this is Dr. Willie Santos, you know, he has high blood pressure and high cholesterol for 20 years. Even with the Western medication, the reading do not go down. It only maintain there. But after taking the LxYang for 2 months, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, the blood pressure and the cholesterol reduce. Okay, done. So to tell them that there is a ready testimony. So next one, this one, I just focus to talk about the minor stroke symptoms. Okay, so this man has the minor stroke symptom, the chest pain and numbness. So, but he just take the LxYang, you know, 1 sachet, and then the symptom, the numbness and the chest pain just went away in 20 minutes. Very effective. Okay, done. And next one, this is a female case. She has chest pain and shoulder pain, shortness of breath when climbing upstairs. So when he take the LxYang every day 2 sachet until the 3rd week, she feel that the chest and shoulder pain disappeared and her breathing also become easier. Okay, just to show them the, you know, the key point. And the last one, okay, just to share also, this man having a sexual vitality problem, but after 1 month drinking the LxYang every day for 2 sachet, he can feel that the sexual vitality greatly improved and the higher energy level. So this is also just to tell them, because why, just now remember I mentioned erectile dysfunction is also one of the symptom of a poor blood circulation. So even those, you know, a lot of guys, if they are looking for Western drug, or for example like Viagra, that is only particularly to help on the sexual vitality. But when they drink this formula, it's not just for the sexual vitality, but overall he can feel everything improve, including the sexual vitality, and he can perform better. So this is for certain market that if you want to target, it can help also. Then now we talk about closing. Yeah. So after we share all this to tell them, now we have a 4 months package for you. You know, you can drink as an intense treatment every for the first 2 months, you can drink 2 sachet per day. So that will be 120 sachet. And then for the 3rd, 4th, and another half month, you can drink 1 sachet per day. Total, it will be 4.5 months. Yeah. And this will be much cheaper when you compare to 1 box, you know, because there's no point if you buy 1 box to try only, you need 4 months. Because, and also when you buy 1 box, you can calculate to show them per sachet is 307 peso, but when you buy 5 plus 2, is a 1 sachet is only 208. Every single sachet you save 100 peso, so it's very worth it, and it's only for November and December only. Yeah. Or you can also share this as a husband and wife treatment plan. You know, it can be around 97 days or 100 days for 1 person for 1 sachet per day. Yeah, so this is also good for husband and wife. So you can do the closing here. It can be either cash or credit card easy payment, 6 months or 12 months. Okay. So if the person, you know, or the budget is not allowed, maybe you can go to this 3+1 package. So this is 25,000. So when you divide it by per sachet, it's 225 peso per sachet. This is also good for 4 months consumption plan. Yeah. Okay. So next. Just to show them also, so you can see that, you know, there's a lot of people to show them the confidence has already invested this 5+2 or 3+1 package, you know, different corner in the Philippines. Okay, and after this you can talk about the live blood testimony. So I've included some of the picture of your test here. Yeah, if you do not have if you are staying far and you cannot do the test, don't worry, you can just tell story by all these picture of your friends here. You know, this is Sister Anna Lee. You can see that, you know, this is before and this is after. You can see that amazing, because when all this red blood cell is clotting together, is indicating a poor blood flow. And of course, you know, you can see, because LxYang is very effective, you can start in 30 minutes, start to separate the cell and make the cells move faster. But of course, we need a 4 months treatment cycle to really see a thorough effect. Okay, so this is Sita Bullet. You can see that, oh my god, this is before. Yeah, but sometimes it's really serious. Especially I also feel very scary when first time I look at my own blood test result, because if we really never take care, if all the blood cell clot together, you know, it's actually a signal before the any major blockage happen. Because like I mentioned, if major blockage happen at the heart, it could be a sudden heart attack. If the major blockage happen at the brain, that is where people get stroke. Yeah, and sometimes I tell to a lot of friends, if you've seen people with stroke before, actually the stroke could be more serious than sudden heart attack. Because for the stroke, you know, the family actually need to spend a lot of time to take care of the person every day and night, and then the medical expense and everything. It could be very, if I mean, it could be very tough for the family if you have a stroke patient to take care at home. That's why we need to start to take care of our heart. This is Miss Sally. Yeah, you can also see that. You see this before, this after, and this is Sir Rain. Yeah, I just take from his Facebook. You can see that. Imagine this before and this after. Yeah, so we really need to share this to a lot of our friends. This is Ma'am Tatel. Oh my God, I was also very shocked when I see this. Yeah, you can see the immediate effects of LxYang. Yeah, and this is the son of Ma'am Tatel. You can see even 20-year-old. You know, sometimes even young people, you can see that, oh, they may not have a lot of blockage, but because of the lifestyle, because of the food we eat, maybe very high in the meat and all this, or maybe because we sleep very late, no exercise, actually all these can also lead to a poor blood circulation. Because you can start to see that the rate of people getting stroke or getting high blood pressure, cholesterol, now the age become younger and younger. That's why actually all ages we need to start to take care. Yeah, and this is Ma'am Divine. Yeah, you can see that all this actually is very amazing. You can see the immediate effect. Yeah, if some of you have your picture is not here yet, yeah, you can also send me. I can include in. Yeah, so that's all. Yeah, and then and I yeah, this one just to show them the closing part again. Yeah, the 5+2, and of course, yeah, for some of you who missed this just now, I just highlight again. Yeah, when the person, you know, after he invests already a 5+2, you know, after she drink, she already has strong belief on the product. Maybe next step you can share with them the income she can earn. Yeah, so now, you know, when you share with 6% also invest this 40,000 package, the 300 BV, you can earn additional free 10 box of lactose just for the month of November and December only if you recruit 6 new person in 30 days. So your income will be around 55,000 if you sell away this 10 box of lactose. So imagine, you know, you invest this 40,000, when you share with 6%, you earn back 55,000. So your own package is already considered free. Yeah. So this is a very good reward, especially by the office. So that's why I hope to leverage this to share with you. You know, if you think that this is something you want to focus, you can focus on LxYang. Yeah. So of course, this is the next step. When you have 6% already, then you can focus to build left one, right one, to also duplicate this 6 times 300 BV. Then you are 1-star director with Japan 1 point already. Okay, so of course you don't need to share every single thing. I just to tell you, this is a complete file that you can use. Choose the part that you want to share with your customer. Okay, so I will stop here. Before I continue for the spirulina, I just want to ask if you have any question first.